Moving to Laguna Beach sounds like a dream, and in so many ways, it truly is. The ocean, the light, the lifestyle, it is everything people imagine, and often even more. But there is another side to the move that people do not really talk about, the emotional side, the part that happens quietly, the part that is not captured in photos or listings or even conversations most of the time. The part where everything is new and unfamiliar. And even though you choose this, there are moments where it feels a little uncertain. So in this video, I want to talk about that side, because if you are feeling it or you are about to step into it, this will help you understand that what you're experiencing, what it could look like, and what it could feel like. I am Clara Blanc with Amber Real Estate. And on this channel, I share not just about the homes or the neighborhoods of Laguna Beach, but what it actually feels like to live here. Because moving is not just a transaction, it is a transition. And Laguna Beach has a way of shaping that transition in a way that is both beautiful and deeply personal. Most people arrive in Laguna Beach with a very clear picture in their mind. They imagine a slower life, more connection, more presence. They imagine waking up near the ocean, walking along the coastline, feeling calmer, more grounded, more at ease. And the truth is that that vision is real. But what people do not always expect is everything that happens in between. Because moving here is not just about stepping into something new, it is also about letting go of something old. There is often a moment during a move that feels very quiet, but very significant. It might be when you pack the last box, or when you walk out of your home for the final time. It is natural for it to feel emotional. However, people don't talk about it, or even days later, when everything has settled and you realize that chapter is closed. And even if you were ready for it, even if you chose it, there can also be a sense of loss or familiarity, of routine, of a version of your life that felt known. And that feeling is something we do not talk about enough. Then you arrive and everything looks beautiful. The views, the surroundings, the atmosphere. But internally, you might feel like you're not fully settled yet. You are learning new streets, new patterns, new ways of living. And even in a place as stunning as Laguna Beach, there can be moments where you feel slightly ungrounded. You are still finding your footing, and that is completely normal. There is a space between where you were and where you are going, and that space can feel uncertain. You are no longer in your old familiar life, but you're in your new life that does not quite feel yours yet. And that in between space is where a lot of emotion lives. It is where questions come up. It is where doubt can appear. And it is also where growth begins. Laguna Beach has a different rhythm. It is slower, more intentional, less rushed. But for many people, that is exactly what they are seeking. But adjusting to that pace takes time. Because even if your environment slows down, your mind might still be moving quickly. And there is a period where you learn how to match your internal pace with your external environment. Real quick, if Laguna Beach has been on your heart and you're trying to figure out your next step, you don't have to do it alone. I help people make thoughtful moves that fit their life, not just the numbers. If you want support, call or text me at 949-998-4866 or go to clarablunt.com, or you can email me at clara@anvilreinc.com. Now let's get back to it. Something else begins to happen, often without you even realizing it. Your identity starts to shift. You are no longer the person in your previous environment. You are stepping into something new, and that can feel unfamiliar at first because you are not just changing where you live, you are changing how you live. And sometimes it takes time to recognize yourself in this new version of yourself. As simple as where I used to live, they used to honk all the time. And living in Laguna taught me nobody in Laguna Beach honks. And even though they're not moving and the lights turned green, you just don't honk. And those are the little things that you start to see and shift your way of being So you learn to have patience for others and enjoy and slow down your own personal life. And then something begins to change, not all at once, but slowly. You start noticing the small moments, the way the beach feels, the way the ocean looks in the morning light, the feeling of walking outside in the evening, the quiet stillness during the day. And those moments start to ground you. They bring you back into the present. And little by little, they begin to feel familiar as you start to shift. You begin to create new rhythms, new habits, new routines that align with this new environment. Maybe you start your mornings differently. Perhaps you spend more time outside. Maybe you move through your day with a little bit more intentionality. And those shifts start to create a sense of stability, a sense of belonging. And then connection begins to return to the place, to your surroundings, and most importantly, to yourself. Because Laguna Beach has a way of creating space. And in that space, you begin to reconnect with what really matters, with what feels meaningful, with what feels real. And this is the part that people do not expect. It's so exciting. The emotional reward of the move. Because once you move through the uncertainty, the adjustment, the in-between space, you arrive to somewhere new, not just physically, but emotionally. You feel calmer, you feel more grounded and aligned. And that is something that goes far beyond location. This is why people stay in Laguna Beach. It is not just because of its beauty. It is because of how it makes them feel. It supports a different way of living, a more present way, a more connected way. It is a smell in the air, which is different. And once you experience that, it becomes very difficult to leave. So if you are in that in-between space right now, it feels a little uncertain or unfamiliar or even emotional, I want you to know something. You are not doing it wrong. You are not behind. You are not alone. You are in the middle of a transition, and that space is where everything begins to shift. If you are thinking about making a move to Laguna Beach and you want guidance, not just on the logistics, but on the experience, I would love to help. You can call, text, or email me to schedule an appointment to connect. All of my contact information is in the description below. And if this video resonates with you, please make sure to subscribe because I share new videos every week. Again, my name is Clara Blanc with Anvil Real Estate. My email is clara@anvilreinc.com. clarablanc.com is my website. And thank you. Have a wonderful day.